Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is a new channel and it's my first video. Tomb Rider. It's called Tomb Rider because I live in an area where there's a lot of tombs, ancient tombs in the forest. So I live in a small island, Okinawa in Japan. There's not really any trails around here except this one that I found in the woods, and you're going to come with me on my journey learning how to mountain bike. Now I'm a complete beginner. I've ridden this trail like a handful of times. I've had my bike about a year, mostly just riding on the road and practicing getting used to it. Otherwise, I'm a total beginner. So today I'm riding this forest trail. It's very rough. It's not an official, there's no official trails here where I live. So it's just a forest trail. This is my bike. It's just a beginner's level hardtail. It's a Vitus Sentier VRS 2017. It's got RockShox sector forks with 140mm travel. So it's nothing special, just basic, but you can still have fun with it. So let's go. Now I'm just pushing up here. It's so rough, and I'm a beginner. If I try to ride up this trail, I just time myself out and my back wheel slips out, and I get nowhere fast. So I'm better off just pushing it up. It is quite steep. I know you can't see that on the camera. It is here where I am now is flat, but does get some steep bits. Right, I don't really know why I'm doing this video. I'm just doing it for something to do today while I'm riding the trail. So there's no expert stuff going to be happening. Look at that, there's a vine across there. So what I've discovered is, I don't know if you have this, but there's these vines, these creepers, and it's like a rope across a tripwire across the trail. So if you ride over that and your foot gets in it, then you're over the bars. Now this trail, I found this trail made by a couple of locals discreetly about a month or so ago, and here's another tomb. So this is why I'm going to call the channel Tomb Rider. There's a tomb down there. So, and then we had a couple of typhoons, and the whole place was just fallen trees, branches, everything. And I've spent the past few days coming here, a little hand saw, clearing this whole place out. Now there's a bunch of trails leading off different directions, and I've just cleared one of them because it's too much work for just me. Now I met one of the locals that rides here to speak to, but I've never ridden with him and we haven't met again since. Because it's been wet and there's been the typhoons, no one's really been here. So this is like the first weekend where I get to ride. This is a difficult bit here. There's a drop down here. I know you can't probably see, but that bit up there is taller than me. So we're talking 10 or 15 foot up to the top of there. You've got to lift your bike up here. And this is my current challenge to get down here, because what happens is come down here and I have to take this little route here and turn and go down there. Oh, fuck. And it's all fine except the back wheel slides out. So having to learn how to control that descent and steer without my back wheel sliding out. And what I hear, you need to keep your weight back, don't lock your brakes up, just roll through it. Easier said than done, because there's not a lot of space to manoeuvre and think and turn, and like your front wheel might spin out. Now this is a ridiculously easy thing here that keeps catching me out as well. So we come down here this slope, and there's this big thick route, and there's a couple of small routes, and go down there. Oh, there's nothing difficult about it, except when you come down here, you do have a bit of speed, and I try to take it a little bit wide and come in straight on this route here, and then what ends up happening is I probably come over here, and then I don't have much time, and I'm going through these bushes, and I'm not able to turn quick enough there and get a good angle. And if I do try to turn when I get on the other side, because of these roots, you know, my front wheel goes from underneath me. So it's all about getting the right line on that. And this is a bit wet down here, it's muddy and wet. This is a downhill bit. Oh shit, I slipped climbing up. Right, there's another downhill bit here. It's all off camber there, but there's no problem. It's just, that's really easy. You just roll down that. That is not anything to worry about. Right. As you can see, it's pretty narrow, this trail. It's got, you know, you see the clearance on my bars there. 10-15 centimetres each side. It's alright though. There's a lot of pine needles. I mean, they're not pine needles, but they're needles. This huge tree was down. I spent hours here sawing through bits of wood. Try and clear this bit out. This is right at the top now, so we're gonna ride down in a sec. We've done the ride up. Goodness. Right, and then this is part of the actual footpath. So there is a forest to walk, nature walk through these woods. You know, that the council maintains. It's got some steps and some steps here and some stone paths, you know, gravel paths. So this is the third time I've gone down here today. 3 times the day before, so that's 5. So let's say 8, my 8th time ever riding a trail of any kind, because I have never ridden a mountain bike trail like this before. There's a route and up some steps there. Just comes up through this bit quite quickly. Down here, no problems. Now we've got to go up. Drop the gears, get through this little gap, right, and now we can roll on through. Here's that off camber descent, past the rock, down the little muddy channel, come wide on this route. See, I made it, but I almost didn't. Trundle over these roots. Here's that downhill bit that I always fall off on. But I just made it. Nice. I could do a clear run today. It'd be great, wouldn't it, for the last ride? through there, this little rise, watch out for these roots, not turn down this slope, watch out for these roots again, between these two trees. Oh, he's put a foot down, uh-oh, a loud banging sound that wasn't, it must have been my tyre slipping off something. It's a shame, it made me stop. Alright, sharp turn here, right off the back of the bike. Oh, there's a little drop there. I'll try and wheelie off it. And there's a log that's down here. There's a little drop here, tiny one. A log here, roll over. Now this down, gets some speed up here. So brake, her back wheel slides out. Down these steps. We're into the last section, to the narrow section. The tail will be sliding out down these corners. Whoa. Last corner now, sliding out, pedal up, and we're out. Oh, and that's it. I don't know what, that's probably the fastest run I've done. Well, you know, it's humid, I'm dripping with sweat, t-shirt's soaking wet, got scratches all over me. I've fallen off a couple of times today. I guess I'll put those falls in. There's nothing bad. I just slid off or stepped off the bike. There's no serious falls. I have never gone over the bars yet. I've never taken a serious tumble. But you know, it's only really my second, third day trail riding. Try that again. There you see, there's no room to turn.